Don Charles, aka Con Charles, he's back at it again. Yeah, he's back at it again, man. Listen, I feel like I'm playing a game of whack-a-mole. You know what I mean? It's like, keep banging these moles, but like they keep popping up. Do you know what I mean? It's popping like that. Just stay in there, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of getting these. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Haven't I done enough to you? Like, haven't I just destroyed your reputation enough? Just stay hiding in a corner, man. Yeah, man. Con Charles back at it again. You know what? Shout out to my viewers, man. Shout out to my viewers. A few of my viewers have actually been mentioning in the videos, you know what I mean? They've been dropping the comments. They're like, yo, Enzo, Con Charles is back at it again. He's saying Parker don't owe him nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, shout out to the viewers. You know what, yeah? That's how I know, yeah, people are actually like, are watching and appreciating the content and appreciating what I have to bring to the table. Do you know what I mean? When I go into this boxing game, like to come on YouTube and talk about boxing, obviously, look, I've always had love for boxing and I'm into boxing. Like I box myself and I coach. So when I decided to do the YouTube thing, I never knew like people would have that type of response towards me. And it's all been positive. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to all my viewers, yeah, and everyone that supports the channel. So people are writing on the comments, yo, Enzo, have you seen what Con Charles has been saying about Parker, etc., etc.? I'm like, okay, what's he saying? Like, but I didn't know where to get the information from. So I've been searching online, I've been looking. So I'll go over to Ring Magazine on their YouTube channel. Boom, there it is. I find the interview. Don Charles, aka Con Charles, you know, flapping his gums and all that. You know what I mean? Trying to fool everyone again. You know, yeah, the same old. We didn't duck Parker. Why would we duck Parker? Dubois is in a great form. Like, come on, he was the biggest purse of all time. Why would we want to not make the money? Joseph Parker made money, blah, blah, blah. We get it, Con Charles. We get it. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, you know what, let me just keep watching this interview. Like the points that I really took from that interview, like what really kind of like got to me, and I had to look at, like, listen to it again. I'm like, yo, what's this guy talking about? Like, Con Charles goes and says, oh, Daniel Dubois was the most persecuted fighter of all time. Like, do you know what I mean? That's how he felt. I'm like, yo, are you okay? I don't think you understand the magnitude of the word persecuted. You know what I mean? Persecution. I don't think he understands it. I think he just said it. Do you know what I mean? It was a moment thing. He just said it because it felt like that was the right thing to say. Do you know what I mean? Persecuted. Con Charles, I don't think you understand what persecution means, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You need to go check out what persecution is. Daniel Dubois, in no shape or form was he persecuted. Do you know what I mean? Daniel Dubois is the heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, of course, if he goes missing, we're going to ask the questions. As fans who pay pay-per-view money, yeah, who go to fight, you know what I mean, buy tickets and that, we have the right, we're entitled to our opinions and we're entitled to ask the question. Yo, where's the heavyweight champion of the world? Do you know what I mean? If Con Charles and Uncle Frank didn't make a mess of the whole situation, it wouldn't, you know what I mean? People wouldn't even be getting a Dubois. They won't be calling him Triple Duck, Duck Dubois, Duck Charmaine, Triple Knee. They wouldn't be calling him those names. It's Con Charles and Uncle Frank's fault. They advised Dubois to go hide away underneath a rock somewhere. No one knew where he was for months. Do you know what I mean? So, Con Charles, yeah, you have to blame yourself. You played a part in it. So-called persecution that you call. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not persecution. Like, come on, look in history, man. You know what I mean? Like, we can see people that have been persecuted, fighters that have been persecuted. You know what I mean? Daniel Dubois has never been persecuted. We were just actually looking out for his well-being. Like, you know, you just told us Dubois was ill. The doctor advised him not to fight. Obviously, as fans, we're asking follow-up questions like, yo, what's actually wrong with him? And till this day, you still haven't revealed it. Where's the medical certificate? You still haven't showed it to Team Parker. Do you know what I mean? You still haven't showed it to the fans. So you can understand, Con Charles, why the fans felt the way they felt. Can you really blame them? Do you know what I mean? What you should be doing is apologizing to the public for the way you and Uncle Frank handled the whole debacle. It was a mess. Do you know what I mean? You made a mess of it. You damaged your reputation in the whole process. You damaged Daniel Dubois' reputation, Concha's reputation, Uncle Frank's reputation is all in the mud. It's going to take a bit of time for you to gain back the trust of the fans. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it real with you. I keep it real. And do you know what is, yeah? I'll go in the comments on that Con Charles video on Ring Magazine. It's still there. You can go to the Ring Magazine YouTube channel and the interview's there. It was posted like six days ago. You know what I mean? I'm reading the comments. I'm just saying, yo, Con Charles. I'm like, hey, I'm like, wow. I feel like a proud daddy. Like I feel like a proud father. Do you know what I mean? Like when I dropped the video, yeah, called Con Charles, yeah, like no one was calling Don Charles Con Charles before that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, it's like a proud moment excuse me, in a good way, in a positive way, not in a way like, yo, I feel like, yo, I've done something great, like where, like I helped to bring down Don Charles or anything like that. Nah, not in that way, in a banter type of way, do you know what I mean? In a sportsman type of way, in a boxing, because boxing's competitive. Even me, myself, even though I'm a boxing fan, I'm still competitive. Do you know what I mean? I'm highly competitive, do you know what I mean? But in a positive way. Like to see the viewers, you know, the audience, people just commenting, Con Charles, I'm like, yo, like the power of the word is real. Like, do you know what I mean? It just shows you, no matter how small you think you are, yeah, trust me, man, like you sharing your opinion and that, like, if people agree with you, they agree with you, you know? Do you know what I mean? It's just the truth, like, and I keep it 100, you know? There's no script. I don't follow no script. I'm not here to please nobody. I'm not here to follow nobody. Like, I don't care about any of that. If any of these fighters or these coaches don't want to interview with me, don't want to come on my channel, I couldn't care less. Like, I couldn't give a damn. What I care about is keeping it real with the boxing fans, keeping it real to myself. Do you know what I mean? As long as I'm real to myself, I can sleep well at night. Do you know what I mean? So when I see Con Charles all over the comments, I'm like, yo, the kid is here. I've arrived. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel good. I feel good about it. Shout out to everyone who watches my video and supports. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. But yeah, cracking on with this interview from Don Charles. He goes on and says, yo, do you know what he is, yeah? Before I get into that, he gets triggered by Joseph Parker's name, you know. As soon as you mention Parker, he is triggered. Con Charles, what's your problem with Parker, man? He gets triggered. Like, he does not even want to hear the name Parker. He goes mad. He's like, Parker just destroyed this guy's reputation. Listen, Con Charles, Parker didn't do anything to you. Andy Lee didn't do anything to you. The whole chaos was not caused by Parker or Andy Lee. Trust me, you caused it, Uncle Frank caused it, and guess what? Who really exposed it? Me. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be angry at Parker's team or Andy Lee. I went at you. I started the Con Charles, the Uncle Frank and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I take credit for that. I have to take credit for that. I started it. So if you want to come at someone, just say EMGM Sports. Because I know you watch us. I know you've been watching the channel because I know you're sending slight little digs. Do you know what I mean? So don't go at Parker. These are good guys, man. Humble guys, man. They just want to fight. Andy Lee, they're, you know what I mean? They're not bad guys. Me, Enzo, EMGM Sports. I went at you. I called you Con Charles. You know what I mean? So if you're going to give that bad energy, bad vibes, come at me, man. Not Joseph Parker. Them man are good guys. You know what I mean? But when Con Charles was asked about Joseph Parker, like, yo, you know, would these fighters fight again? Do you know what I mean? Will they fight in the future? Do you feel like you owe, you know, that fight to the fans? Yo, Con Charles lost it. He lost it. Con Charles is like, yo, no, listen, nobody owns Parker nothing. We don't own Parker nothing. That was a voluntary defense. It's not a mandatory. We don't owe nothing. Yo, he just lost it. He lost it. Do you know what I mean? He lost it. And that's the part that a lot of my viewers were sending me the messages saying, yo, Enzo, have you heard what Con Charles said? That's the part. So I found it. Do you know what I mean? He went proper mad. He lost it. Listen, Con Charles, yeah, listen. Why are you so triggered? Why are you so triggered, man? Who are you fighting with? Who's your beef with? Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be Joseph Parker, yeah? You're basically going off by what the fans have been saying online. But instead of venting your frustrations at the fans, instead of going at the fans, you're redirecting that negative energy towards Joseph Parker and Andy Lee and the rest of the Parker team. Bro, that's the wrong place. That is the wrong people you're targeting. You know what I mean? It's people like me. I'll come online. I'll give my opinion here on EMGM Sports. And there's other channels as well. There's other platforms as well. They were saying the same thing that everyone else was saying. What you was hearing, all the things that you call so-called prosecution, people going at your fire, you feel like, you know, you was under siege and everything like that. No, that's just the voice of the fans. So when you say, oh, we don't owe Parker nothing, guess what? Guess who's going to come at you again? The fans. The fans are going to come at you. That's when the Colin Charles thing is going to be even worse. The triple dog. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be even worse for you. You need to be a bit more diplomatic when you come out in the media. Do you know what I mean? Don't react. Yeah, don't be frustrated with what's going on online. Like, why are you getting frustrated? But that's just the fans giving their opinions, venting their frustrations. Do you know what I mean? Of course you owe the fans. The fans pay for your pay-per-views, Colin Charles. The fans buy your tickets, Colin Charles. Do you know what I mean? You earn a living because of the fans. Your fighter gets paid because he's there to entertain the fans. In return, the fans pay their hard-earned cash. Of course you owe the fans. Colin Charles? Of course you do. Do you know what I mean? Just think twice before you come out in these media outlets and you start speaking, because it just seems like ever since Daniel Dubois has become world heavyweight champ, you've just grown a big head, mate. Do you know what I mean? Con Charles, yeah, a.k.a. Don Charles, he was a humble dude when he was with Chisora, you know, with no world titles. He was humble. He wasn't saying much. He was a quiet guy in the background doing his little psychological stuff, mental health stuff. Do you know what I mean? He gets to the fighters mental and all that, changes them, makes them a better person. That's what really Con Charles is good at. Do you know what I mean? He's not the best coach in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, yo, do you know what I mean? Like, he ain't no Floyd Mayweather Sr., like Freddie Roach. Do you know what I mean? Emmanuel Stewart or no Jonathan Banks or anything like that. Virgil Hunter, he's not on their level, man. Do you know what I mean? He's just good at psychologically getting at the fighter's psyche. That's what he did with Dubois, because after that Dubois got finished by Joyce, after his eye socket and stuff, that's when Con Charles came over and took over and kind of like rebuilt him, helped him mentally. Do you know what I mean? Con Charles is really good at mending and building broken fighters. That's what he's good at. Do you know what I mean? So Con Charles, just think about it. Next time you come out in the media and you want to yap around, just be a bit more diplomatic. Do you know what I mean? Know where to vent your frustrations at. Not at Parker. Not at Team Parker. Not Andy Lee. Do you know what I mean? It's the fans. It's me on YouTube. I be coming at you. It's not that I got a vendetta against you. I got anything against you. No. I'm just here, just keeping it real, giving my honest opinion. Do you know what I mean? If you don't like it, tough, man. There's people that give me harsh words in the comments. They come at me. Guess what? I don't pay no attention to them. I pay no mind to them. I crack on. I carry on with my days. That's exactly what you should be doing, Don Charles, a.k.a. Con Charles. Get your fighter Daniel Dubois ready for the next fight, and we're going to see you there. But until then, stop coming out in the media and doing saying silly-ish. Do you know what I mean? Because before we used to think you're smart. Now we're questioning that. We're like, yo, is this guy really as intelligent as before you was? Because before, when you was real quiet, when you never used to talk, we're like, yo, that's an intelligent man. As soon as you start yapping, we're like, yo, now we're doubting this intellectual being. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, now we're doubting you, man. Do you know what I mean? So just stop all that. Just stop all that, man. Listen, this video was for the people, for the viewers that wanted me to respond to Con Charles. I hope I've responded in the way that you like it. Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on what I've just said about Con Charles right now in regards to his interview that he dropped on Ring Magazine YouTube channel 6 days ago. You can go check that out as well. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments what you think. I'll really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo, man. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help the channel to grow. Listen, guys, today I dropped 3 videos. I think 4 videos, I think. Do you know what I mean? So right now, I'm the hardest working guy in boxing right now. I'm working harder than some of these heavyweight champs. Some of these boxers, they're chilling. I'm working hard, dropping mad content for you. So show your love, show your support, man. You have to subscribe and like and drop the comments. That's how you're going to elevate the channel and take us all the way to the top, because trust me, I'm coming for the #1 spot. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be the hardest working guy in boxing, because this is really a passion for me. I'm going to leave it at that, man. I want to see you again real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.